Okay, can you see the slides?
And doctor.
Okay, this is the project that is similar to your information retrieval, but this is more into machine learning. So the title is called Applied AI Prototype. So meaning that we are looking at a simple prototype that apply AI to solve the real world problem. Okay, so what we looking here is that you will go through the process of um, acquiring the data, pre-processing, and modeling and deploying the actual model for people to use. So the objective of the project is to simulate end-to-end machine learning lifecycle. So basically, you have the data set, and then you want to deploy your machine learning to um, do prediction or forecasting or classification. So we are dealing with the real world problem. So we will focus on 5 areas, and then the data set that proposed in this project are listed. So you can choose from one of the lists, one of the data set listed in the project. I believe it's around 25 data set. So what you need to do is you do the training and evaluation of your machine learning model. So this one is easy. So getting the data and then do the modeling and then evaluate. And then once you have run that one, then you need to uh, develop a simple interface that apply the model that you have trained, and then you write a report to um, report the uh, technical aspect of your project. Okay, so you may ask me any question. No need to wait until the end of the presentation. So these are the target domain that we are looking at. We look at the healthcare, disease prediction, patient monitoring, agriculture, crop disease detection, yield forecasting, for the energy load forecasting, renewable energy analysis, aquaculture, more into fish health prediction, water quality analysis, and smart technologies, fire risk prediction, and human activity recognition. So these are the 5 areas that we are focusing, since they are mostly related to the problem that we have in Malaysia. So the project is a good um, promotion for yourself. So you can promote yourself saying that you have done this modeling for this domain. Okay. So the project workflow is depending on the data set that you have, you need to identify the problem, and also looking at your data set, you need to do some data pre-processing and transformation if needed. And then you select the model that you want to uh, use for modeling, and then you train and evaluate. So 1, 2, 3 is very easy. You can do it in less than a week or in one day. And then in the fourth stage, you need to build an interface. So when you choosing the language that you want to use to do the modeling, you also look at how do you build an interface for your model. Okay, so you need to develop a simple prototype, and then you deploy your model, and then your prototype should be able to take the input, and then your model should be able to produce the prediction. Okay, so once you have completed stage 4, then you need to do the um, um, create a video to make it more presentable, that cover 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so your your effort will all be depends on the success of number 4 and number 5. Okay, so these are some of the technical guidelines. You need to do some data cleaning if necessary, normalization, feature selection, or you want to do some model selection. And of course, if you are looking at some of the deep learning approaches, you need to do some hyperparameter tuning and evaluation, or you may refer to any literature, and you look at what are the range of parameter or the parameter setting that they use. You can also follow that one, but you need to cite the work. So that means you will be using a pre-trained model which already being optimized. So that one will save you time. Okay. And once you have set the architecture of your model, then you can do the training, testing, and validation. Okay. So when it comes to building the prototype, basically you are building an interface only. So you deploy the train model into simple user interface. So you can use CLI, Streamlit, or Flash, depending on your main language, whether you want to use Python or R. Okay? So what you need to ensure is that your model can handle new data and then show clear output. What is the prediction? Okay, so you can use platform like Streamlit, Gradio, Flash, R, Shiny, and so on. Okay, so for the video presentation, you need to raise the issue why you are creating the video. So of course you need to explain the problem and its contact with the real world relevance. So why this is important? Why you need to analyze the data, and why you need to do the modeling and do the prediction. And then of course you need to showcase your data set and then the model and then the processing pipeline. This is more into the explanation. And then you also need to demonstrate prototype with example input and output. So this one is one of the way I assess the success of your prototyping. And lastly, you conclude your video with the impact and future potential of your prototyping. Okay, so what you need to submit will include this: the project code, and then the trend model, and then the prototype, and then you also need to write a project report that include all the introduction, problem statement, dataset, modeling, and so on. You can read more on this in the document that I have uploaded in the itel.ums.edu.my, and also the video showcase. The video should be between 5 to 8 lah, not more than 8. And you need to upload this in the YouTube and then just show the URL. Yeah. Okay, how do I assess you? So the weightage of your project is highly depending on the functionality of your prototype. So if you manage to do the prototyping successfully, then basically you can rest lah, because the video presentation is just creating a video to cover the report and also the prototype demo. Okay, so the due date is 30th of June. So today is 5th. So you have around 3 weeks plus should be more than enough for you to do lah. Okay, so I think that's all. And just now you are asking about how many team member in one project for this one. Yeah, so looking at the weightage of the we are looking at most 4 people, at least 2 people. Yeah, so the group is around 2 to 4 people. So all member will get the same marks. So for example, if you did not manage to get the prototype running, that means you only get 25 marks. Okay, so at least you have effort in every stages of this lah. So my suggestion, because the timeline kan, so my suggestion is, if you plan well, so for example like this, so today is 5th, at least this one is around 13th of June. So not 13th of June, because you need to find your friend again and then discuss again which data set, and then look at in the documentation of the project description. I've listed all the data set from all the domain from the GitHub. So what you can do, you can learn from the GitHub on how they do the modeling, but you need to do some reading lah. Okay, so this one is 13, and then give you a chance to do the prototyping maybe until 23rd. Nope, maybe 25th. And then this one is just creating video is 1 day only. Siapa sih yang tidak pandai buat video? Okay, so this is the timeline lah. So you plan your grouping 2 to 4 people. The more people in your group, you will have less flexibility, because you need to yes,
maximum 4 people.
yes, 4 people. The more people, the more complex lah, because you need to get agreement from all member. If you have 2 people, less complicated, more flexibility. You can run very fast. You only discuss between 2 of you. So I suggest, if you are in a 4 group, so no, 4 people in 1 group, so 2 you divide the task lah. But everybody need to get involved lah in the process. Okay, so any question?
Doctor, for the prototype, does it have to like have a UI or something like that, or it just can be displayed in the console?
No, it must be, because prototype normally they want to have a good UI. So for example, if you want to promote your product to someone, then they need to look at the UI. So, for example, for your prototype, you need to predict, for example, the leaf disease. So, um, you need to check for the right input, like uh, can upload the image and then do the prediction and produce the output. Okay, so they have marks for um, let me go through the marks. Um, okay, can you see the PDF?
Yes, doctor.
Okay, so for the marks for the assessment for the report, so we are looking at the problem definition, data pre-processing, model design, and so on. Okay, but for the prototype functionality, we are looking at whether your prototype successfully loads and integrate the train model. So because normally you do the training using R or using the Python, right? So you need to choose the interface that can be integrated with the model that you have trained. Okay, and also you need to check for valid input, and then it should generate and display the prediction in the understandable format. Okay. We also have marks for the user friendly and the logically organized system that you have. So the interface also play important roles like the type, the name of the system. Maybe you have a short notation for your system. Okay, and also yeah. So that is the prototype functionality. And for the video, so we have this the problem statement, explanation of data set, and machine learning approach, and then you show the demo how it looks like when user key in the input, and then what is the output of your system. Okay, and also the narrative flow logically from problem to solution. So this one you can use the CapCut, use the AI voice to read your text. Okay, and the final one is the final section, discuss the broader impacts of the solution. So basically, they are you are selling the system, right? You are promoting, so you must state the impact of the system, how it benefits the community and society, why people should adopt this, and so on. Okay, so this is how you will be graded. So this is a big portion of your grade because this is 10%. Okay, so this is considered like one grade, um, upgrade one level of your grade, or lowering your grade one grade down. Okay, so put some effort on this project. You have basically 25 days, so plan your days. Okay, any question?
No questions, doctor.
Okay. So for the remaining of the course, basically for the quiz should be no problem. So that one you will get full mark. And then for the final exam, we are looking at the 40% of your final grade. Okay. So we still have 3 lecture to go. So just on track. So should be no problem.